Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone. So it's going to be a nightly reading that I'm doing for whoever finds it. Know that this is a timeless reading, right? So, it's for whoever finds it. Alright, so I'm going to get into the Akashic Tarot. But first, I want to talk a little bit about the energies, about what's going on. And then I'm sure I've got some channeled messages. And I'll just kind of take it and we'll go from there because I was talking with my divine team and I was just kind of assessing all of the things that have been happening recently and what's led to some things today. Because whenever I tap into this energy and I go for looking for answers for my life experience, my energies and divine feminines. Okay, this Empress, this Goddess energy. If you've noticed in my readings, I've even been calling it out that every time I get into those, there's sirens, there's ambulances, to fire trucks, to police cars going by, loud vehicles, right? And it's like, you hear another one right there. It's just like, because it's like things are getting ready to take off very, very quickly, right? And I feel as though they have already. And it's this energy where it's like the enemy is really trying to come in and create blockages and trying to stop and trying to put in the last efforts to try to stop these divine feminines from getting into unlocking their Empress, their Goddess energy, right? Because for a lot of you, it's been a long time coming, and I've been thinking a lot about that. I've been thinking about cycles and patterns because we're in this new astrological year. And now we're in Aries season. So this is the beginning, right? And it's like, I know I've been seeing this for a while in my readings that for the chosen, like the time is now. The time was coming. I could feel it coming. And then I know that it's like now, it's like I've just been waiting and to see things, right, materialize and things to change. And I just knew that things are going to be taking off very, very quickly. So I've been assessing a lot and realizing cycles and patterns, because a lot of things happen in sevens, right? And I've been realizing that. I've been looking a lot at where I've been through my journey and when my spiritual awakening started. And for me, it was when I was 30. I believe that a certain person, a certain house, a certain situation triggered things for me, right? But it was 7 years ago. And I noticed that that's when I was gifted with this very beautiful mug that has always been very, very unique to me. It showed up unexpectedly with my name on it. I don't know how it got sent to me. Back then, I didn't order online. I didn't even like putting my card number online. But it came to me anonymously to my house, right? And it says motherhood winging it. And I've always embraced this cup. And and it was very significant to me too because it came out of California. And 7 years ago I was very strong about wanting to get to the City of Angels. And I've there's my timer. Time's up. That's cute. I'm baking cookies right now. But anyway, so like 3:33 on the clock when I say that. Wow. And it's like maybe I needed to wait till I was in alignment, right? But this motherhood winging it, I've always like really embraced it when I knew that I was making major decisions for me because I have 4 children that I've pretty much raised on my own by myself, right? As their dads have, been living their lives, doing their things, leaving me to raise the children. And yes, I've had people in and out my life on my path, right? But I've always been taking care of them too, and they've been creating chaos and conflicts and blockages and things. So I feel as though, I didn't have very much of a support system. I was like the black sheep of the family, but I was also kind of like abandoned and left alone, right? As my parents were always gone working and I was always left alone. So, I really feel as though I've been winging a lot of this mother, right? And because our families were so broken, I haven't had any family, to help me with my children. That's why I said I've literally been raising my children by myself because I don't have family. And my mother and father tried to help, but because they were all I really had for family, but they were really broken too. And I lost my father to COVID a couple of years ago, and my mother, I lost her at the same time, because she, was so broken and went back down the path of, losing herself and, a lot of alcohol addictions and things like that. And it came to me trying to help her one last time. And I tried for her and my children, and it ended up causing me to lose my home, my car, and everything. And then now I've been in hotels. And here I am months later, but I know that that's all part of my journey. And I felt to put it out here on my platform because us chosen, we're supposed to explain our paths, our stories. It's for you guys to see, too, our strengths and how we didn't give up, And it's like, all I know is that we're here for a reason. We really are. Earth really is like school here. And you really, at the end of the day, it doesn't, makes life easier, I would say, when you have people there to help you and stuff like that. But then you're always having to deal with their problems, if they have any. And they could be holding you back. I guess what I mean is if you're not getting positive help, right? This is really a time where you're starting to discern who's for you, who's not for you. You're starting to realize that a lot of the blockages and the things that have been getting in your way, you're eliminating those things. You're really starting to realize that in this life, it's about you. And sometimes you just have to wing it, and you have to do what you think is best. But we do have this help available to us, divine source spirit. And that's what I'm saying. 7 years ago, when I was about to lose it all, house, car, all of that for the first time, I went to spirit and I went to angels, and my angels have led me down a path, and everything has made me stronger. And then 7 years ago, 7-11 as they say that, I'm back in the same thing, but this time, I did lose the house and the car. Well, I guess I did 7 years ago too, but I recovered from it within it took 5.5 months, right? And now I am here. And, this time it literally happened 3 days before Christmas when I lost the house and the car. Now it's end of March, right? So it's like I'm getting close to that time again. But anyway, it's like I know that I had to wait, that I had to make it to this time, to this Aries season, to this fresh start, this new beginning, right? So here we are. I don't know why I feel that I'm putting all this out here. Okay. I feel like it's going to be too much for my platform, so this might just have to be one for me. Because I don't want people to be able to use this against me. I don't know. It's like that's what's been holding me back is, it's like I like to put a lot of my personal story out there, but then I don't want anybody to use it against me because I've been torn down so much. And I've had so many people use things against me or whatever. So I have to be very careful with what I say. But all I know is that things happen in sevens, right? Something is very significant about sevens. I guess I'm going to leave this one, if I do post it, as an inspirational message for somebody to not give up. I've embraced everything. And it's like, even though things have not turned out the way that, I would have hoped, I would have dreamed. I'm learning from them. I'm evolving from them. I know I'm much stronger, and I feel I'm able to discern more now who I'm going to let into my heart, who I'm going to let take my power, my energy from me. I'm not going to let anybody just have my time anymore and take my energy and leave me depleted anymore. I'm going to learn to protect that more. Right? So I'm going to leave this one here as a little inspirational quote. I'm going to get into some Akashic Tarot. All of those readings down below on my channel if you feel guided. All right, bye guys.